Thanks for visiting the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified of future videos. Good morning, everyone. Today I want to dedicate this video to the memory of my friend Patrick Miller, who passed away yesterday morning at 9:22 a.m. after a long illness. My heart goes out to his family, especially his grandson, who was the light of his life. Thank you.
Hey folks, Dan Ryan here. Today we are looking at this Starshine 12-string. Apparently it's a kind of a Tele configuration, at least the body type. So never seen one before, and I guess now we will.
And it says in great big lettering, made in China, so you know exactly where it's made.
There's always one. Okay, I think that'll be enough.
I think you missed just the one last piece of tape closest to you on your right.
Where?
Right there. Ah, okay.
I don't think so.
Guess not.
It's a little bit heavy.
Yes, it is. Because it has a kind of an amp in there.
Okay, so we got the styrofoam coffin effect. And more styrofoam.
Yep, I think that was supposed to be supporting the neck. Isn't?
So we got the infamous gig raincoat.
Yep.
Lots of little pieces of styrofoam all over.
Just toss it over.
How to adjust the neck with adjustable truss rod. I've never actually seen one of these before.
Well,
And there's a cord, and there is a very large Allen wrench, and a very tiny Allen wrench. Put that over here.
well, all I can say is when you got 12 strings, you got that much more tension on your neck.
I guess. There's an amp, a supposed amp. It weighs approximately
Don't even bother to open it.
2.5 pounds. We're not going to try out the amp, but
No,
it has amp-like characteristics.
just set it down, yeah.
So, and for a piece of resistance, I don't know if I've ever seen
It's torn on the horn on this side over here.
a Tele, 12-string in the Tele configuration. So And from what I can tell, guess I shouldn't have worn a black sweater today, but oh well. So there it is, black and white, and styrofoam here, there, and everywhere.
What you might want to note is that it's a rather strange configuration as far as string through and through the ashtray. You know, because you got 12 strings. You got 6 one way and 6 the other.
Oh, okay. Thanks for noticing that. I had not seen that. So 6 of the 12 strings go through here, and the other 6 go through the body. How one determines which 6 go where, I'm not exactly sure. It's black and white. It's got a white plastic pick guard. It's got a 3-position switch, and from what I can tell, all the controls are just like a Tele, which you would expect because it looks like a Tele. But like I said, I can't remember if I've ever seen a 12-string Tele, but until today, here is one.
But they also had a Strat.
Okay.
That was pretty much the same, only with 3 pickups, you know.
So it's got a maple neck. Neck is slightly wider than a 6-string would be, as you might expect. The fretwork is okay. Got some sharp ends on the side of the neck. Just looks like painted on dots. They don't look to be inlaid. All 12 strings are still on it, so that's a plus. We don't have to.
Knock wood.
Yeah. 12 no-name tuners. The headstock is not my favorite. It does say Starshine right there. You know, I mean, when you got 12 strings to account for, you know, the headstock is going to have to be designed in order to do that. So I understand why it looks that way, but it doesn't look particularly attractive. But you know, as long as it does its job, I guess that's not really much of a problem.
It looks erect.
See? I wasn't going for that joke. I knew it was there, but I was not going for it. But you, okay.
Well,
so
it's a family-friendly channel, but I'm certain that people know what things look like, and that's what that looks like to me.
One thing that's interesting is that, from what I can tell, this does have a maple neck. It appears to have a maple fingerboard, but the fingerboard is actually attached to the neck.
Right.
A lot of times when it's all maple, it's just one piece, and all they do is just score it for the frets. So.
Well, they have to have a scrump stripe to put the truss rod in if that's the case.
Yeah. So the back of the neck is, you know, unfinished as far as I can feel. Maybe the tiniest bit of gloss on it. It just seems to be pretty much unfinished, as is the headstock. You know, there's not much to say about it. Tele is one of the most simple guitars there is. You know, 2 pickups, 3-position switch, and 1 tone and 1 volume, and that's what we have here. So there you have it. It's the Starshine 12-string Tele copy, and we're going to stop now and tune it up and you know, do the normal things that we do, put it through its paces, and see how it actually sounds. Try to figure out something that I can play with a 12-string, and we'll be back in a minute. Thanks. Hey folks, Dan Ryan here again. Today we're looking at this Starshine 12-string Tele copy. How much did this cost?
It was $188 on Amazon.com.
Okay, $188 on Amazon. It's a kind of a strange bird. It takes quite a long time to tune up a 12-string, especially when the neck, you know, the strings are this close together. Because if you hit both of them, then you're not going to get it in tune. So you got to make sure you're hitting only one string at a time. So we've tuned it up as best we can, and we're just going to see what it sounds like, just clean, tone and volume wide open, the way we normally do. We've got this little Fender LT25, so it's pretty much the same amp as the Mustang that we had been using, but much smaller and a little easier to, you know, get close to me so I can mess with it if I have to. So without further ado, let's see how she sounds. This is the neck pickup. Still pretty well in tune. That's nice. You know, this 12 strings have a very specific purpose generally, and you know they sound almost like a harpsichord when you play them. If you do it right.
To me, it sounds like you're playing a guitar and a banjo at the same time.
Yeah, well, maybe, but not exactly. Probably the most famous 12-string player was Roger McGuinn for the Byrds. 8 Miles High, Mr. Tambourine Man. You know, 12-string was kind of the signature of their sound. That was actually the Who, not the Byrds. But anybody who can comment what song that is just from hearing that part, we will give absolutely nothing, but you get, you know, to show off just the tiniest bit. So and that was both pickups together. Let's do what we were doing earlier. So, for a less than $200 12-string, this doesn't sound bad at all. And that was both pickups. And here is just the bridge pickup. band that used 12-string sometimes was Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. So you know there is a place for it, but you kind of have to be determined. And also the Beatles, of course, use 12-string quite often. So there you have it. That's the way the pickups sound. I don't hear anything problematical. That bridge pickup sound is kind of to me the more traditional 12-string sound, because you know it's generally going to be played with other guitars, so you want to have it stand out in the mix. And that would do it. So we're going to stop one more time, make sure we're still in tune, and try to find something to play, and we'll be back in a second. Thanks. Hey folks, Dan Ryan. Today we're looking at this Starshine 12-string Tele copy. We've gone through the appearance, we've gone through the pickups. Now we're going to play something. Normally, if this was a 6-string electric, I would use some distortion on what I'm going to do, but 12 strings are really more rhythm instruments than lead. So we're just going to play clean sounds today. And today we are doing the acoustic guitar backing track in E minor by Nick Neblo. So Nick, thanks a lot for your track, and here we go. So there you have it. The Starshine 12-string Telecaster copy, excuse me, for $188 from Amazon.com.
Yes, sir.
Is that correct? So if you want to have a 12-string and you don't want to spend very much money on one, this, you know, actually was a playable instrument. And like I said, 12 strings are more rhythm instruments for most people anyway than lead. So
and they did have a Strat for the same price, a 12-string Strat.
Okay. Well, the oddest thing about this guitar is that in terms of the pickup setup and you know, it really is just a Telecaster. I mean, the pickups are Telecaster style pickups, placement the same, sounds pretty much the same, the selector is the same. So if you want one that sounds like a Tele, get this one. If you want one that sounds like a Strat, I guess get the other one. I don't know if those would be my first choice in 12 strings anyway, but they're certainly a choice. And for less than $200, I guess at least you got a 12 string in your band if that's what you want. So there you have it, the Starshine 12 string Tele copy. And that's it for today. I'm Dan Ryan. Leo Ryan's behind the camera. We hope that you will like and subscribe. Click the bell icon to be notified of our future videos. And thanks for tuning in. See you next time.